think one thing that has been used against me is that people think of me as being this invincible fella with, just hard. And that's not true at all. Y'all don't know what it's like to sit up and know 2 weeks ago I could have called two little boys to the mic and one of them probably would have sang or said something. I could have got them to say Black Power. And we was just a family. I really don't even know when I'll be able to see my boys no more. Do y'all know that when they put us in the penitentiary, we have no rights whatsoever to ask them to even bring Unique and the Truth to see us? It don't hurt what they have done to us. It hurts trying to understand how people couldn't understand what we going through. They couldn't take Miracle and Unique and College from us, y'all, because we're never going to fail as parents. We are not bad parents. Nobody has ever taken a child from us because we are bad parents. But our kids got taken. All we are saying, if nobody can call us bad parents, and through years of fighting these people have started to see a lot of questions exist. Why would y'all remain quiet? Let the people who we are asking you to investigate, let me say that over, y'all will let the people who we are asking you, who we are begging. See, we begging for an investigation into what is happening to us before they destroy our family. All we want to do is get the fuck away from this sick ass place. We want to get to where people don't have to beg for some sick ass shit like this to be looked into. That's where we want to go. That's all we want for our kids. See, we want to live someplace where if somebody's kids have been taken, we want to know why their kids was taken. We ain't going to just sit up and say, oh, that daddy's nothing but a drunk. Okay, well, he ain't drunk enough to do nothing to his kids. Why was his kids taken? That's the type of place we want to live. You got folks sit around and act like y'all don't hear Napoleon begging for an investigation. An investigation would show how these people have attacked us. Now, anytime y'all can hear me around here saying, no, I ain't this invincible person that y'all, I cry like a motherfucker thinking about my kids. I cry thinking about y'all, goddammit, and asking myself, how in the hell do you help a people like this? I mean, when they sitting around acting like that, it don't affect them. I tried to sound the same alarm when y'all was being messed over up there in that court building involving them public defenders. I've been around here for years trying to tell. Listen to me, y'all. You don't have a court system. Now, y'all listen to this good. You don't have a court system when a person in that court system can do you wrong and other people involved in the court system don't say anything about it. See, you had recently in the newspaper a little thing where you got John Davis saying, I told Paul Francis that he had overstepped his authority. Okay, that should be a clear message to you. That even when they recognize that somebody have overstepped their authority, it's all right for some reason. See, because then you would be saying, if you know somebody overstepped their authority and you said something to them, okay, what did you do next? Because you would think somebody would say, well, I reported it to so-and-so, or I called the police. There would be a next. You don't just leave them alone to do people wrong. You got Napoleon saying, listen to me, y'all. My kids are in one place. All of them. The only thing that has happened to me, Mildred, and our children were born in Decatur, Illinois, where people try to act like the taking of our baby is unimportant, is irrelevant. People try to act as if me and Mildred did something so bad that what happened to Mildred and her kids should happen. I mean, I think if people say the first 3 years of a child's life is the most important years of their life, me and Mildred and our kids and what we can contribute to our kids is being fucked up, y'all. They ain't only took Unique and a True at early ages, y'all. Already a baby born in the penitentiary. We can't even go to the county building and get college birth certificate because it's out of street of Illinois. Lexington County or something. We got to go up there to get it. We shouldn't have never had a baby born nowhere else, y'all, when we trying to tell y'all how these people will do anything that they... As long as nobody will look, why shouldn't they? See, you done had several opportunities where these people... Listen to me. What other opportunity do they need other than Napoleon saying, let me and my family go? Or y'all should be demanding that this shit be looked into. You don't have to stand by and just let me and Mildred be fucked over, y'all. Y'all don't have to do that. See, y'all ain't got to do that. If y'all motherfucking ass would make this the story that it's supposed to be, you don't do motherfuckers like this. God, we have to separate. I can't call my babies in the motherfucking room because I can't get nobody to help me. What kind of shit is that? I got to, in the middle of the night, steal my motherfucking babies and put them somewhere and hear Mildred say, at least our babies say, motherfuckers ain't got no business in the 90s living that kind of shit. We shouldn't be remembering no motherfucking days where we glad we got them safe. These motherfuckers shouldn't be fucking with our kids. They shouldn't be fucking with us when we can show y'all what they done did to us and people sit around like we so unimportant that they can just keep on doing it. I have to hear somebody say, well, long as they don't get my baby. They shouldn't be fucking with your babies. Shit, they done got your babies the minute we got to take your babies and leave them somewhere else. They got your babies. Motherfuckers ain't ready to die for you and your babies. They got your babies. Sick ass motherfucking shit. And people supposed to just live here. You got motherfuckers talking about the quality of life. I challenge any one of you sorry son of a bitches to look at mine. Quality of life. I just want to say bye to this motherfucker. You can never repair what done happened to me and my family. I just like to say bye. Motherfuckers ain't gonna let me do that because y'all won't stand up and say enough is enough, goddammit. I mean, enough is enough, and then y'all sit up looking at it. How could somebody just go off like that? Look at the Napoleon Williams story and say you had a strong motherfucker in this one. He held on to the beliefs that people would change. I mean, we got to sit around here and read all at the same goddamn time. You got Napoleon saying, look, y'all, if you don't believe they fuck over you, how y'all pay for them lawyers all that time and didn't nobody bring... I mean, like, anytime you got people know they remember me, I'm talking about sending them to the court building for the paper. Now, all of a sudden, some people gonna say Napoleon is right, and ain't nobody changing their mind about my cursing or nothing. How many of you church-going people got fucked over by them folks? I know it was a good 150 of you, probably out of 500. I mean, honest, and got fucked over, had to pay for law when they supposed to appoint you a lawyer. Then take the lawyer and make somebody tell you, oh, Lord, I just, And y'all don't think that's something to fix. You don't sit up and say to yourself, how did it go? I mean, like, it deserves a little deeper investigation. How was it just, I mean, like, here it is, there's nothing you can do. And that's what me and Mildred have suffered from, that nothing you can do attitude. I mean, I think sometimes if y'all had a crowd at that goddamn court building, we talking about the taking of our babies, y'all. We talking about motherfuckers plotting against us like we pieces on a goddamn chessboard. And I got to quit cursing so people can understand that I ain't the first motherfucker they fucked over in the city of Decatur, Illinois. I may became the first known for fighting their ass back, but I can show you case after case after case where one of us been treated like a damn dog, like a fucking animal. I can show you girls ain't got their babies now, ain't getting no kind of help from these people. All they getting is some people that's got their babies and acting like they got a job to do when their job be to just crush some of us. You got me saying if there's justice here, then why can't I get anybody to just find out how did they get my kids in court? See, don't try to say all of this ain't related to court. There's no telling what kind of life me and Mildred would be living had this incident never took place in our lives. We can show you everything that done happened to us ever since. Has been people that attempt to cover their asses. We ain't just saying somebody look at how our baby's been treated. We can show you how we have been denied justice, how we've been denied the right to even... How you gonna be happy when you... Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all leave me a minute to curse. How you gonna be happy when you gotta sit up and think about protecting your baby by getting your baby somewhere because you know somebody trying to put you in jail so that they could cover up the taking of your other 2 kids that you begging people to ask for an investigation. You begging people to look into it for the kids' sake, y'all. When these motherfuckers get us in the penitentiary, ain't nobody gonna talk about our kids. Look at what they doing to our baby, y'all. They destroying our kids right before motherfuckers' eyes, and we can't get no help. I got beautiful kids, y'all. Motherfuckers can talk to y'all about my kids. There's people in this town that met my kids. These motherfuckers are destroying. They taking my kids through shit that you don't take nobody through. They treat my kids like animals, and I can't get no motherfucking help. I can't say, let me show you these bold motherfuckers who want to sit around and a guy, I make their ass scared to go in the goddamn, I make their ass scared to report to work. If you motherfuckers would stand up like y'all supposed to stand up, I make their ass scared to come to the court building. I mean, if you motherfuckers would get out in the street like you supposed to get out, they ain't got the right to just do any goddamn thing to us. Napoleon shouldn't have to beg motherfuckers to help him. See, that's really fucked up. Begging somebody to help their goddamn self. How you gonna take delight, goddammit, in seeing my kids be taken when you know the only goddamn way my kids was taken, nobody stood for justice in this motherfucker. Nobody. Nobody had a voice loud enough to say this is something that warrants an outside investigation. I mean, like me and Mildred has got to live a motherfucking life where we got to find a place to take our babies, and we can't let nobody know where our babies at because we don't want nobody to take our babies from us. We good parents, and we got to sit up without our kids, hoping that don't nobody find a way to take our babies once they get us in jail. We already done conceded that we going to jail. See, it's like we already know we going to jail. That's their goddamn plan. They took our babies. So now if their story, if their intent is to cover their asses, now they got to get me and Mildred out of the way. Ain't nobody else going to say nothing about the babies. Get us out the way. Shit, case over with the babies. Now, if they can get us out the way and get their hands on them other 2 babies, who in the fuck going to be standing around talking about, well, they got 2 kids, why they ain't got all? Ain't nobody going to be saying that. Somebody be running, well, when they get out, y'all let motherfuckers who we can show y'all ain't got no business even handling cases against. Y'all let public defenders tell Mildred, I'm not going to file that motion. So she's forced to plead, I'm not going to file that motion. She can either file it herself. Mildred can't defend herself, y'all. That's why she got a lawyer. But now if the lawyer going to stand and tell you I'm not going to go before a judge and say Scott Reuter violated, all you got to do is look at 92 MR 28. She can't even get that introduced in court. We saying he ain't got a right to sit up here and act like he didn't do this. This calls the taking of this lady's baby. How's she going to be treated fairly by a motherfucker that has every intention of covering his ass? If there's evidence that show Mildred is not guilty, you think Scott Reuter going to bring it forward? I watched Scott Reuter's goddamn videotape, y'all. I'm on the case, too. Certain shit is cut out the goddamn tape that I know supposed to be in the tape. It ain't in there. Shit, certain things that I did, you can't see it. It's quite clear. I mean, like the tape show I ain't did a goddamn thing, y'all. The tape show it. And they done altered and you fucked with the tape. Oh, Lord have mercy. You could just stand there and ask them, say, okay, let's look at it frame by frame. You would be sitting up there saying, okay, well, where is frames 56 through 60? Why do it jump from 54 to 75? Why jump like that? They probably, well, that part, now that might be, that's the part of the tape I would be telling you missing because it shows something, goddammit, that they don't want you to see. Well, that part of the tape, for some reason, a VCR went to acting. If there's evidence to show we ain't did a damn thing, do you think we can rely on people who we are telling y'all got to protect their ass? They wrongfully took our kids from us. It is their goal to shut our ass up. There ain't nobody else saying nothing about it. Everybody know they wrongfully took. I mean, like, do people forget press conferences? Do people forget speaking out about something? I mean, like, oh, Lord have mercy. Let's just listen to the radio.
I'm Richard Edmondson. This is the Food Not Bombs Radio Network. As a radio broadcaster in Decatur, Illinois, Napoleon Williams has spoken out against racism, police brutality, and welfare cutbacks. He has done so not by getting a job at a corporate-owned radio station, but by putting his own unlicensed 30-watt FM station on the air. This has made Williams a controversial figure in Decatur. It has also made him a walking target. Black Liberation Radio has so aroused the ire of white officials in Decatur that, since the station's on-air debut in 1990, the Williams home has been raided. Both Williams and his wife, Mildred, have been arrested repeatedly, and their children have been taken away. The Williams children, Unique Dream, age 8, and a True Dream, age 3, have in fact spent the majority of their childhood years separated from their parents. But white officialdom's vendetta against Black Liberation Radio has not stopped there. In January of this year, the Williams home was raided again, this time by the Illinois State Attorney General's office. In that raid, officials seized all of Black Liberation Radio's broadcast equipment, as well as numerous CDs and tapes. Despite such a staggering loss, Napoleon amazingly was able to get a new transmitter, and within a few weeks of the raid was back on the air once again, refusing to be silenced. Last month, however, the State Attorney General's office issued a felony warrant for Napoleon's arrest. Napoleon, at that time, went underground and has not been seen since. I spoke with Napoleon's wife, Mildred Jones, who has, using the new transmitter, heroically kept the station on the air through this latest crisis.
Tuesday morning, the city police, along with officers from the Illinois Attorney General office, came and said they got a warrant for Napoleon's arrest. Said he's been indicted by a grand jury for 3 counts of felony eavesdropping. I have no idea what that is. Napoleon is underground right now. I don't know where he is. He calls every now and then. And, he said that there's no way that he would go to jail without having any kind of help.
I had to stop that for a minute. Do y'all hear Miracle in the background? I mean, y'all hear Mildred trying to talk, and there's a baby in the background. Y'all listen to the baby. Now, people talk about we need parenting classes. Do it sound like y'all just keep listening.
They're already trying to hang him quietly. The media here doesn't know anything about this. I just called the media today, the newspaper and the television stations, and they didn't know anything about it. And, I said if they're going to hang him, I would like the public to know.
But you don't know what this eavesdropping charge is all about? They didn't say who he was supposed to have eavesdropped on, or how, or when, or where, or under what circumstances? You know, this is just some sort of mysterious thing that's dropped down out of the sky.
Right. It's so crazy. It's kind of comical in a way. How in the world, you have to have some kind of special device to eavesdrop on someone. It's crazy. This stems from the January 9th raid that the Illinois Attorney General office did when they came in and took our radio station and everything.
Now, what time of morning did they come to your house Tuesday?
It was about 10:30 Tuesday morning.
Let me tell y'all something. Anytime you can give people the opportunity to tape things, you could give people the opportunity to see that what happened right before your eyes was no fluke. I could let that tape play, y'all, and you can hear Mildred say, that's why I'm getting my baby away from here, because people had threatened to take Miracle. People had said, if she don't tell where I was, now she don't know where I'm at, but if she don't tell, here it is, ain't nobody saying we taking your baby because your baby. You got people that have made threats to take our kids. You got Mildred accepting some time on a case, y'all, where they asking, well, Napoleon, why did you leave the store? Why didn't you wait there till the police? Look, they got us both in jail before, and they took our baby from us. See, listen to me, y'all. You ain't talking about no man that's just placing, something, allegations out there that he can't bag up, y'all. They thought me and Mildred was in jail at the same time, and I can give you a policeman name that run right upstairs. Somebody send him upstairs. Ain't nobody called the police, told nobody to come and talk to me. They thought, y'all listen to me good, they thought me and Mildred was in jail. See, they thought we was both in jail, and you can find out that a Decatur police officer came upstairs, a detective. Well, they sent me. He didn't tell me who they was. But they sent me up here since you and Mildred are both in jail to find out where the kids are and if the kids was all right. I sit there thinking to myself, ain't this a bitch? But I commented so calmly, I told him, Mildred ain't in jail. He didn't know. Listen to me. Somebody thinking, y'all. Somebody just thinking. They don't know Mildred done bonded out. Then Napoleon is put in jail. They don't know we ain't in jail. Now, here they is, and you got Napoleon saying the reason I didn't wait there, because I know damn well y'all will put us both in jail and take our baby. Here they is thinking we both in jail, and I could show y'all a Decatur detective that was assigned to come up there and ask me about my kids. How many of y'all go to jail and they come up there and ask y'all about y'all kids? See, the only thing that saved our babies then, the only reason I ain't got to talk to him about the babies, is Mildred ain't in jail. Mildred ain't in jail. Mildred bonded out. He go out there and check and know damn well ain't no need in him talking to me about my kids. But y'all, they wasn't concerned about my kids. Why ain't they concerned about all y'all kids then? When y'all go to jail, do they come talk to y'all about y'all kids? Why ain't they just as concerned? Why ain't they showing concern across the board? Why is it that Napoleon and Mildred's kids, me and Mildred have to actually live a life where we protecting our kids from people that's trying to take our kids for no other reason than to protect their own wretched ass behind? We have to live like knowing we ain't got to do nothing wrong to our kids. Shit, they'll get us in jail and take our babies in a minute. Well, y'all write up some papers. We got papers wrote up on a baby that they got now, and don't nobody want to look into how they still got her. They done terminated our parental rights. If you look at the case, y'all, you would have to say, okay, while y'all saying Napoleon and Mildred's baby don't have a guardian, the only reason y'all able to say that is ain't now one of y'all talked to Napoleon and Mildred. Napoleon and Mildred can show y'all that they baby. So y'all just going through court, ain't talked to neither one of them. Y'all wouldn't know what the baby got. And y'all took the baby on through court acting like the baby didn't have a guardian. Y'all didn't. Won't nobody say that for us. Won't nobody look at the case and say the baby had two guardians when they took the baby. Mildred's mother and Napoleon. Won't nobody say that, y'all. When you got to beg somebody just to tell the truth, something is so innately wrong with that. Just that picture. I try to sit up and say sometimes, well, maybe if I just didn't curse. Cursing ain't got a damn thing to do with people being, I'm talking about just, I guess, so unconcerned. All me and Mildred would like to do is leave here, y'all. She got 2.5 years. She will be leaving for the penitentiary next Wednesday. Do she have to go to penitentiary, y'all, without anybody realizing all of this started? When you read the records, God, you're going to have Scott Reuter. All of this shit that this man done did wrong. We can't plead to somebody. Just, goddamn it, don't stand by and act like it's so unimportant that you won't even look. They say that truth will set you free. Why is it nobody wants to deal with the truth of this? Babies that I used to be able to call and have them sit on my lap, sing, do anything. They ain't here no more, y'all. Shit, they ain't here no more. Their mom and daddy scared that they might be taken. That is fucked up. That's like modern motherfucking day slaves. Y'all got some slaves in y'all midst. Y'all got some people that can't say my brother will get mad and go down there, my sisters will get mad. But we sit around here and people treat us as if our kids ain't been taken from us. Not only have our kids been taken, the same motherfuckers that took our kids are doing everything that they can to put both our black asses in the penitentiary so that y'all won't say nothing about the kids and their mission, I guess, will be completed. But I wonder how in the hell can a community remain quiet about this? I ain't lying. It's like a wide open, nonstop videotape into what the fuck is wrong with America, and nobody wants to make a move to straighten it out. If you don't like them, then anything can happen to them. Yeah, that's what's getting your ass now. How they say it, the chickens come home to roost. Everybody can't understand. Our kids living in a fucked up world, and we act like we can't understand how they fucked up. Shit, people can hear your kids and had the opportunity to hear a man on the radio say, y'all, I don't know what the fuck to do. Saying I need a lawyer. I can't no more afford a goddamn lawyer than you could if they come and took your baby. So needing a lawyer ain't gonna solve. They give us lawyers. Lawyers done made money off us. I could show you where I would have been a better lawyer. In some other instances, don't nobody want to look. We can't even get an investigation. These people can do any damn thing that they want to us. People done wrote them asking for a special prosecutor. People know that I asked for an outside public defender. I mean, y'all letting these people fuck over us. Y'all letting these people sit in the courtroom and laugh at us. Laugh at us like we just nothing ass, like we can't, ain't who gonna help us? I mean, behind what that paper done wrote, y'all ought to try to put a speed-up investigation on whether or not Napoleon been telling the truth about them on a lot of damn things. Shit, don't just stop in what they did. Let's check into this judge-public defender relations a little deeper. That's what Napoleon's saying has been his problem for years. Mildred won't sit down next to her public defender. Ain't a goddamn public defender. Napoleon won't sit down next to. I can show you that ain't. I got to ask them. I got to tell the judge, give me the public defender. Listen to me, y'all. I hurt because I know that I might not see my kids. I miss them. I think about them, and it hurts. It's like something just taken out of me, y'all. I done heard people say that before. It's like a part of my ass is missing. It's like a hole. Or something to sit up and know that I can't have my babies because I can't get motherfuckers to say hands off to this family. Hands off, goddammit. I mean, we have suffered too much, y'all, and we have paid a hell of a price. But at the same time, if you sit up and act like we have not played a role in your life, in your way of thinking, if you sit up and think you would have been better off in your development as a person had you never heard Black Liberation Radio, then I feel sorry for you. I mean, because anytime a man tell y'all, I'm created from nobody saying nothing for us, there was this great silence where anything can happen to us. Not only did I bring that out, I have suffered from the very problem that I tried to make people identify with a long damn time ago. So don't tell me I wasn't needed. See, if I stood up and say they can do any goddamn thing they want to us, then they can take my babies, they could put me in jail, they could put me in... Ain't I proving my case? See, when you got this silence that exists, I mean, like here it is, all of a sudden, black men and women don't know when black men and women being persecuted no more. They don't know when one of them being wrong. They don't know when one of them is fighting no more. So you got all these people say that Napoleon, he bad. Napoleon tried to bring y'all a lot of good. Had we been left alone and able to bring that to you, ain't no telling where we would be. But here it is, all of a sudden, a man who's saying, look, y'all, why do I need to prove it any better than I've already proven it? Me and Mildred have never done a damn thing to our kids that our kids should be away from us, and they have terminated our parental rights. We telling y'all we got 2 more kids that we would like to be with, and they can put us in the penitentiary, depriving them kids of their parents, and we can't even get the taking of our first 2 kids looked into, when that's all we asking for. The only damn thing we begging for is investigation. We'll take it from Catholic charities, United Way, Lutheran charities, anybody that want to investigate. I mean, but for a whole community, y'all, to stand by and act like they don't hear me on the radio, y'all ought to start thinking about this. You got a man saying they willing to just let them people sit up there and let all of my family's life has been affected by this shit. We would just like for somebody to look into it and say these things happen. We are not crazy. These are not things that are supposed to happen. We shouldn't have, oh Lord, y'all, we should not have to sit up in 1999 trying to figure out where we're going to leave our babies at. Because we can't get nobody to look into what they are doing to us. You got people want to just say 92 MR28 is irrelevant. I challenge you to come get it. I challenge you to sit down and read it. If you can't find in there where Mildred asked for a lawyer, how in the hell was Mildred put in jail for not sitting down next to a lawyer? Now, that's simple law. If you read the document, Mildred end up in jail, and you can't find in there. Now, listen. Mildred end up in jail for not sitting down next to her lawyer. All you got to do is find in that document where Mildred asked for a lawyer. Now, if you read the front page of the document, it says defendant appears pro se. Go ask a lawyer what that means. That means she's appeared representing herself. Now, if the front of the document is saying that Mildred represented herself, and you go through the document and Mildred is put in jail for not sitting down next to her attorney, then you got to find in that thing where Mildred went from representing herself to having an attorney. You got to find it in there. I could sit you down and tell you want some popcorn, want a glass of pop or something. When you get through, you're going to say, damn, ain't nobody ready to say nothing about these people put her in jail, y'all. We got the document. All we asking is to be able to get away from here so we could live somewhere where people will say something about this shit. All our kids left without a parent, child. We don't even know if we're going to see our kids. No, people should not have to live through no shit like that. While people sit up here and act like this shit ain't happening to us. How can black folks sit their ass up and think it's best for you not to say nothing? You signing your own goddamn death warrant. I ain't lying. You signing your own motherfucking warrant. You opening the door for them to use that goddamn court building to do any goddamn thing that they want to y'all. And just like people didn't say nothing when they was fucking over you in 96, you ain't gonna even have me to say nothing later on. I mean, people sitting their ass up here like they don't understand the importance. You don't let them just fuck over people like this. I had babies, y'all. The only reason my babies are gone away from here, I can't protect them from white men that want to play games in their families' lives. And nobody will call this shit as racist as it is. See, they want to put the mother in jail. Well, what did she steal? Some videotapes for her babies. Because if she didn't have these videotapes on the visits, they could mark down she disappointed her kids by not having. That is fucked up in itself. That is fucked up. I ain't lying. Just our whole lives. I mean, like, we just can't. I mean, I wouldn't even be here, y'all. I ain't lying. I think anywhere is better than this. And if you would open your damn eyes and understand you don't have a choice. Because that shit that you read about, it's worse than that. Listen to me, that ain't even the tip of the iceberg. See, go down to the library, get the Sunday, Monday paper, read it. That ain't even the tip of the iceberg. You don't know how many people being fucked over and in what ways they being fucked over. All you do is get to see that something went on for a long damn time that people had questions about, but you don't remember nobody saying nothing about it. Y'all, that juvenile court is just as full of shit as all them other courtrooms down there. I beg y'all to keep in mind when they first took my baby, Paul Francis was the judge on my baby's case when they first took my child in court. See, understand this, you got people that'll deal with you based on their feelings, not on the law, and if you can't go to the people and ask the people, do this make any damn sense to you? I mean, like, you ain't got to be no judge. Now, you know, like when I tell y'all about the truth, you got people saying, well, the judge did this. How can y'all even say that? A 5-year-old little girl. Even the judge saying the little girl is happy, and the judge say the little girl ain't going to see her face. You sit up and say that's in the best. How in the hell do y'all do that? Can't nobody think that's in the best interest of the child. Why would you take a child away from a family she's happy with? Nothing has ever happened to her, and you're going to find her a better family. You know that that's going to cause all kind of problems. You can't say you're doing it for the best interest of the child, y'all. I ain't lying to let somebody get away. You can't say that. It don't even make no damn sense. If somebody would just say, okay, these parents got 2 kids. They have never done anything to the 2 kids that the state got. Okay, now the state says the biggest problem in this, the parents won't do what the state tell them to do. You got the parents say, let me show you how the state got my baby. See, if law can bag up them wrongfully putting Mildred in jail and take our baby, then we do whatever they tell us to do. But now the law will not bag up, y'all. That's why don't nobody want to look at the beginning of this. They satisfied to just let them get me and Mildred both in the penitentiary. Y'all, this is the type of shit that people get involved with. Listen to me, I got about 25 books, and I don't know how many copies of 92 MR28. Season the Airways is a good book. I would like for people to read it. I would like for people to sit down with their kids and ask their kids to read it. Season the Airways, y'all, tell the story of a man fighting in a town. A man that's saying, I found a drum. I just can't play it hard enough to wake my people up. See, I just can't play it hard enough to make them see. Y'all standing idly by. It's like we on TV. I could tell y'all we got to get our baby away. Can y'all imagine what that's like? Just not to have your babies no more? I mean, here it is. We might not never get Unique and a True back. Mildred don't even know if she'll ever see them again. Shit, how long? I mean, like, how do your kids change? How much do kids change? And when me and Mildred saying, why in the fuck would you people stand by and let us be fucked over like this? The only thing that we would like to do is leave, y'all. We would get out the state of Illinois. We would serve our probation or whatever, but it's time that somebody admit this shit is happening to us. Why y'all want our whole goddamn family broke up? I mean, we are scared to have our babies here. What kind of motherfucking shit is that? People ain't supposed to live like that, y'all. We scared to have our kids here because our kids could be taken. I mean, our kids could be plotted against. And people sitting around here acting like they don't understand what I'm saying or they just don't believe me. Now, ain't nobody willing to look into the taking of the first 2, but you got them saying they don't believe that people would plot to take the second 2. Me and Mildred ain't stupid enough to wait around. Shit, we'd rather sit in this house and cry every goddamn time we pick up one of their toys than sit up and think about them being in Larry Fichter them custody. Because they can do any goddamn thing to our kids they want to, and people sit up and say, well, the judge say he did it in the best interest of the child. You ought to go ask him. How? You got a 5-year-old little girl that you told ain't gonna never see her little. He might have been right about that, because what they doing to us now should prove to y'all they got every intentions to crush our ass as a family. If ain't nobody said nothing about the taking of our kids yet, y'all, you know people ain't got no intentions on saying that. It is fucked up that people would call themselves a community and allow something like this when the only thing me and Mildred are asking for is a chance to raise our babies, y'all, is a chance to be parents to the 2 kids we got. We don't want to be here no more. See, we don't want to be here no more, and the least people could do is tell the damn truth. This has happened to us. I mean, justice would be to tell the goddamn truth. We have been persecuted by them people down there. We've been hunted and hounded by them. And it's time somebody tell the damn truth. I mean, people sitting around like, in our case, truth don't matter. Yes, it does. If I can tell you, you can read 92 MR 28 now. If they didn't wrongfully put Mildred in jail, show me where she asked for a lawyer. I wouldn't alter the document. You can go to Scott Reuter them and ask them, is the document accurate? You got people act like it don't even matter. Who next? I ain't lying. Y'all ought to look at each other. Who next? Because if y'all can't say nothing about what like our kids, y'all, not to have a family. Do you think my 10-year-old child going to forget me and Mildred? Do y'all think they going to forget Decatur, Illinois? How do you come back to a community and realize your daddy begged for help in this motherfucker? Your daddy begged for people to say Mildred and Napoleon are not bad parents, and they would not have lost their kids, and their life would not be as fucked up as it is had these people not done this to them. You got people act like they not going to say it. They don't want to say it. You got people act like it's an incident me and Mildred should forget. How in the fuck can we forget it and we can't get out up under it? They doing everything that they can to cover their ass. We asking that y'all make them admit that they wrong and let us go. Shit, let us go. We don't want to be here, and we ain't got to be in prison in this motherfucker. We got 2 kids that we should at least be afforded the goddamn opportunity to raise. People should beg this for us. We've been fucked over enough while people look the other goddamn way. So now what y'all gonna do? Act like y'all don't hear me again? I got books for sale. You can read about your goddamn town in them. Season the Airways. They just $10. I'll give you a copy of 92 MR 28. I want y'all to see how fucked up you are. Whatever the hell they do, I just pray to God that y'all see how fucked up you are. And then maybe you'll set about the task of making goddamn sure ain't nobody else fucked over like this. See, you got people call themselves mad. They mothers of drunk drivers, or people who got people who suffered from drunk driving. Okay, Napoleon suffered from a judicial system that's out of goddamn whack. Now, I ain't named myself mad or nothing like that, but I'm doing everything in my power to make people look at it and admit that it's out of whack and stop people from being fucked over. Who gonna be the next victim? Why, they fuck around, give us 2-3 years in the penitentiary. Folks ought to be saying, look, let's look at these chain of events. Y'all, it ain't that hard to look at what has happened to me and Mildred. That is why everybody trying to act as if it's best to look the other way. I'm going to tell all of y'all, it's best for who? See, I don't know if y'all want to, it's best for who? Understand that most of the time when people get fucked over, it's poor broke people who are unorganized, and who act as if they don't have the ability to get organized, and they don't get mad about nothing. Y'all should have long ago been involved in this. I need to raise funds, y'all, to do what I can in the protection of my family as quickly as I can. I'm trying to sell the books. Anybody want to know, make donations, know where we at? I'm in need of funds quick. And I ain't too proud to beg y'all. So I got the book $10. Y'all can get the book, and I hope you buy copies to give away as gifts. But it's like we on the verge of being crushed, y'all. I'm a depressed motherfucker, too. I'm asking myself, how can people sit around and call themselves a community and they allow some shit like this? I hope to see y'all donations, book buying, or whatever. Y'all take care.